Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of a new Trekkie. My 5-year mission to search out Star Trek media, to seek out our fans and merchandise, to boldly go where no fan has gone before.
Greetings, salutations. I'm back to talking about more episodes of Star Trek Voyager. In this case, looking at 2 episodes. In this case, Prototype and Alliances. So, what happened in Prototype first? So basically, the crew ended up bumping into an encounter with a race of wearing robot life forms. Basically, like, they are trying to create another robot so that they, in a way, can go up against another robot to, race, so they can continue on a war that they have been going on up against. And one of the things that is going on in this episode is in that Torres, she is basically kidnapped and then basically is recruited to help put one of these robots back together or help create a new one, because she had, in a way, showed compassion toward them, and they thought, she seems to be the one who would help us. And I thought Jonathan Frakes did a pretty good job when it came to directing this episode, in that, like, say, the parlors, like, basically, they're kind of almost like, say, a very early prototype of the character of Data, in that at one point, Data is even mentioned, so that's honestly pretty cool.
In fact, we have only one sentient artificial life form in our society, and he is treated the same as any human.
The same? He is equal to a builder.
That's right. He works on a ship just like you and I. He wears the same uniform I do.
What is his designated number?
He has a name, like the rest of us. Data.
In that we're trying to go back and talk about characters that we have not perhaps seen in a while when it comes to this wide universe of, Trek. And yeah, I thought it was interesting. I kind of liked the look of the Prelor, I believe it's called. They are called. And basically, it's almost like, say, you ever seen the film or The Man in the Iron Mask? Basically, like, say, their face is chrome, and in a way, basically, they're just almost robotic. And in a way, that gets hurt, damaged, they just replaced all their limbs with new artificial parts to continue on doing their, things that they're trying to do. And I thought it was pretty interesting. I like the fact that, this one was basically almost a rescue, and also, in a way, the idea of the Prime Directive, in a way, since Baylor is trying to get involved. Sometimes, like, say, the idea of the Prime Directive has been brought up because, hey, they're out in the far outreaches of a quadrant that is far, far in the past, so they're trying to get back home and all that. It's fairly interesting. So, let's look at the episode Alliances. So what happened in this episode? Captain Janeway tries to form alliances with the Kazons to help them on their way back. Because whenever they are going on, like, situations that are, and, like, at times in this show, they're always bumping into the Kazons, and they're always just saying, hey, like, we need to have, like, they're basically trying to say, hey, maybe we should form an alliance so then that we can be better prepared if we go up against something that is more tougher when it comes to a situation that we might be putting ourselves in, since we don't fully know this quadrant. And honestly, I kind of like the fact that there is moments in which Neelix is almost like, say, going down, and he's just trying to talk to his own, his old group or old friend, and they say, "Hey, like, what are you doing here?" Like, and all that. And Janeway, she is having a bit of assurance and like say, "Hey, should this be something we do?" Because they end up meeting another race that is just realizing, say, "Hey, we had been, in a way almost been held hostage of the Kazons," and basically there's a bit of like a disagreement or war against these two. And when they have the peace treaty talk, basically this new alliance basically says, "Nah, I'm not gonna be making no alliance," because they say, "Hey, no one will see it coming," and all that. So I thought like this episode was pretty good. The idea of like say, "Hey, meeting new alliances, but are the alliances that you would actually want to keep," compared to like say, "Hey, is my enemy actually someone who I could end up trusting?" Or with this new, group that we have just met, could they be helpful, even though we have just met in different circumstances? But I thought both of these episodes were pretty good. I thought they were both entertaining. I thought they did some interesting things. I thought the acting from them were both really well done. See you next time. I'm very tired.